Yup, that's me, getting mogged by TNF. Now I bet you're wondering how I got in this situation. Well, I've been editing TNF's YouTube videos for a fat minute now, and I finally got the opportunity with summer shredding to go down to Houston and work out with bro. So now we're gonna find out how optimal is TNF really. We are driving to summer shredding, or where they're hosting the bodybuilding show, and I'm going to film some stuff for Mr. Joel, Mr. TNF, and his client EJ. So I got my chauffeur, my valet. I'm excited, bro.
Beach.
I'll do a little.
You want to be like cutting up everything? We can do that if you want.
The TNF making an appearance on the Austin Swaggerson channel this time.
I had to let him try the Buffin Muffins.
Let's see. What is this one?
That's strawberry jelly.
I don't know, that's cinnamon. I'm a big cinnamon guy. I put cinnamon in everything, man.
All right. Let's we'll heat it up for you too.
Oh.
It's much better. It's like it tastes like a cinnamon roll.
I know I'm supposed to be cutting Raiden, but come on, I'm at TNF's house with the Buffin Muffins.
Oh yeah, I forgot Raiden was your coach.
Yeah.
All right.
That looks yummy, bro.
It won't. If you have both halves in there, you have to do it.
It doesn't have to go.
No, it does, because I promise you, when both halves are in there, because we've done this before, it
That's not how the microwave works.
I promise you it is.
This one is, I would say this one is probably the most delectable. But
Delectable, specifically.
well, it's like, if you're not feeling like super sweet, then you probably should go with another one. So like sometimes you're just not feeling like as sweet.
For sure.
But if I had to like just pick one when I'm like legitimately looking for a dessert, yeah, this one. Yeah, I actually recently I've been having it like half. I'll like have half going into a workout.
Okay. And what are you like cutting, bulking, whatever?
I'm glad you can't tell. That's the stage I'm at.
Yeah, because you're just like, I mean, every time you pose in your videos, I'm just like, oh my gosh, bro.
No, it's the exact stage I want to be at is the, are you cutting or bulking?
Okay,
that's literally where I want to be. Because I want to see if I can continue to build size while not looking like I'm a bloated monster.
Yeah, the bloat goat?
Yeah.
TNF is not the bloat goat.
We'll do chest, triceps, and shoulders, which I did 2 days ago. So
I did a little bit of chest yesterday, but
what happens?
It smells so good.
It is really good. Okay. Good, right?
That is insane. Oh my gosh.
I've never begged for a sponsor before. I begged for this one.
Really?
Yeah. Love of God! So the way that I prefer to do it is because like a lot of people, they take and they like open themselves up and they do it like this. Yeah. I'm like, I basically want this to be the exact same as it would be if it was a press. Yeah. Just instead of it being a press, it's for the chest. Okay. So I actually internally rotate when I do it, and I have it like on this part of me.
So you don't grab these. So it's like
I just do it as straight adduction.
What's the point of those?
There's some evidence to show that if you grip something, you can actually produce more power. Huh. So it's like, which is kind of funny because people will be like, oh, well then why aren't you just like holding onto the handles? Like, but I'm still trying to get rid of.
So you're just,
it's like, it's a weird like in between spot where, I don't know, I can't remember the exact terminology for it. It's like irradiation or something like that. But long story short, if somebody who's like fairly science-based sees you not holding, why aren't you holding something? It's definitely not worse. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and do it just in case.
Milk everything out of it.
Have you tapped into schizo reps yet?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Oh my gosh. So he does what he calls schizo reps, which is he does a very, very fast jerky motion of whatever it is he's about to do before actually doing the set.
Oh, okay. I've done like one rep before a set before to like warm up my CNS.
Yeah. Like he does it like with no weight, and then he'll go do his set. I'm like, all right.
I said I gotta get a good song. I'm not like you. I gotta work out the music, man.
I am working out to music. Don't you? I'm just kidding.
Come on, man. What you know about Skillet?
That was about 15 years ago for me. I honestly could not tell you a single song by them, but I just know that I used to listen. a hot take.
I wish my gym had one of those, dude.
There's an exercise that I have not released to the public yet that I just started doing, where I actually can turn this into a little bit of an upper chest machine as well. So what you do is you go like this, and if you think about it, if you're from this motion right here, what it is now is your arm is going to be taking and hitting directly into the direction of the upper chest. Because it's going to be, because technically speaking, people always think of it as like, oh, horizontal adduction. I'm like, yeah, but if you're to the side, it's no longer horizontal adduction. What that's actually doing is that's taking a path like this. Yeah. And it actually works super well. You'll be like, you pull from here and it like immediately goes straight to the upper chest.
Wow.
I'm not sure how much I'm wanting to be made fun of just yet.
Nice. Yeah. Ooh.
Okay.
What is Unc doing? Oh my god.
If you want, you can try it out just to feel the movement. Like you don't have to like actually do a set, but if you have any curiosity that way.
I'm a little curious. Well, let's test it out. The pumps are crazy with the humidity.
It's nice.
I love that.
And then you just use this to support yourself, and all you do is just pull straight across. Yep.
Dude. Oh.
It's really nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
It's the only motion I've found that one has tension throughout the entire movement, and two gets it fully shortened. Because like everything else, it's almost always like it gets really hard at one point and then kind of drops off. Where here, because it's on a pulley system, it can stay tough all the way through to a fully contracted position.
And you don't mind if I leave that in there?
Sure. We'll see.
Top 10 things TNF doesn't want you to know about the fitness industry.
How TNF actually grew his chest.
Yeah. You got 10 more?
Okay.
That was like, what, 10 RIR?
About that. In most of those studies was for like 90% of the population, music helped their performance, and for like 10% it didn't do anything.
And you're that 10%.
I think I'm in that 10%. Weird, buddy. Because like I would like listen to a hardcore song and like be like, yeah, like let's go, and it would be the exact same, if not worse performance. To me, the music actually took me out of it rather than putting me into it.
I actually don't edit your videos. I outsource it to an editor in India.
That would honestly be the move. Don't even talk, man. I don't like you watching me. I don't like you watching me. He's about to one-arm the whole stack. But when I was working out with the deadlifter guy, like the guy who's really good at deadlifts, Sawyer.
Oh, Sawyer, yeah.
Yeah, when I was working out with him, like we went to the preacher curl machine. I kid you not, he had to do like half the weight that I did. Really? Because his like from here to here is like this long. So it was like obviously like torque wise, it's ridiculous how much harder it is for somebody like that.
Yeah, that dude is lengthy.
Yeah.
Rate that set out of 10.
Give it like a 8.5. Need the seatbelt for full stability.
Oh yeah.
Right, Elijah?
He's not tapped into the seatbelt?
He is not tapped into the seatbelt. Nice. Pull. Good. One more. Come on. Pull. Good. Alright, you got one more. Oh, yeah, we're still gonna do it. We're still gonna do it. It's just the handle that's gone, so we're good.
Ain't nothing gonna stop us?
No. We're not using our hands, we're using the elbows.
You strap up on this?
No, I just always wear the straps.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime I see that my wrists are bare, I just put them on. Okay. You don't have to lower the weight, man.
I don't know if I can do that.
I think you You probably could. Try it out. Because like obviously I'm doing a little bit higher reps with it, so as long as you can get like 4 reps, you're good.
How many reps did you do?
I don't know, like 9 or 10.
Okay, I got 20.
20? All right,
Yeah.
do it. Nice. Yep. Good. Up. Come on, one more. Go, girl. Go, girl. Nice.
Dang, bro.
The problem with side delts is because they're a smaller muscle group, unless people feel a burn, they don't think that they worked them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you think is abducting your arm?
That is
Like,
true.
what do you think is failing? Like, something had to fail to not let you get that rep. But unless they feel the burn, they're like, oh, it didn't work. I'm like, no, it worked.
Kind of fall into that sometimes because I'll
It's hard.
add old sets to my, and I'll like spam the bottom portion of it.
Well, like, I used to think that way.
Yeah.
It was very hard for me to get out of that mindset. Once I did, I actually started growing more. It actually used to be funny because people used to tell me, they're like, oh, your arms are overdeveloped and your shoulders are like underdeveloped. And now people are like I've had people more recently be like, oh man, like your shoulders are really good. And I'm like, I had to work hard to get my shoulders to be where my arms are. But treat them the same way.
Bro is opening my eyes. I'm going to be training completely differently by the end of this whole thing, man. This is a good time to mention you guys would like, comment, and subscribe so I can come out here and make more content like this. So, yeah.
Like normally I would gym pin this, but sometimes I'm like, I don't want to go back and forth, gym pin, not, and so I just, and then I do the catabolic 12 rep set.
You're going to lose all your muscle, man.
Seriously.
Doing unilateral movements, my right side tends to be way weaker than my left side.
Okay.
Do I match reps or no?
I don't.
You don't?
Personally, I match intensity.
Okay.
Because as long as you start with the weak one first all the time, eventually it'll balance out.
Okay.
So what I like to do with this, just like, is I just take and I allow you don't need to turn it up, but I just allow it to be like on the outside. Clench the fist while you do it, and then just pull up. Good. Now what happens is when people try to match reps, they'll stop with like 4 RIR for the muscle.
Yeah,
I'm
for the weaker ones.
you still want it to grow. So like match the intensity in my opinion.
This was like a year and a half ago, and I was like really into Mike Israel. And I was telling my girlfriend, match your sets. And this dude came up and practically said what you said. And when he walked away, I was like, that guy's an idiot. I was like, get a load of this guy.
So my opinion on it is, it's not wrong,
Yeah.
right? Like there's no right or wrong answer there. But if I had to choose between the two, I would match intensity.
So I hit everything once a week, and I usually do 4 sets a week per muscle group. This is one of the only things I do 3 sets a week for.
Okay.
Is my side delts. Like, what do you think about that?
So typically what I do is this. If somebody prefers training a muscle group once a week, what I'll do is I'll have them train that muscle for almost the number of sets that they would do for it overall. So let's say your goal is to do like 5 sets in a week, all right? What I would typically do is I'd say, how about you do 4 on that one day, and then somewhere, doesn't matter where, in your other workout, do just 1 set. And then what it does is it's like, if there's any possibility of atrophy happening between that time and the next, like at the very least, you gave it an additional little boost of stimulus to keep some of that atrophy away. Before I understood how frequency worked, I used to call it the anti-catabolic set.
The anti-catabolic.
Yeah, and it was like, it was funny because I was doing that on my own before everybody started talking about frequency, and then they started talking about it, I'm like, that makes sense. Like, I mean, I didn't know the exact reasoning for it, but I was like, you know what, this just makes sense to me for it to be anti-catabolic. And I still think you can make great progress with hitting something once a week. I think people have unfortunately taken atrophy data too far, where they're like, oh, well, if you hit it once a week, then you're not gonna make progress. I'm like, okay.
See, like I told you earlier, this has like been one of the best years of gym progress I've ever made.
Yeah.
And I'm hitting everything once a week. And I made a video about that, and someone was like, you could have been way bigger if you would have hit it more times a week. And maybe that's true, and I said that. that, and I was like, this is just what I've been doing, and it's been working.
Yeah, it's people want results as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So often what will happen is they'll be like, well, you could have been so much bigger. It's like, you don't know that.
Yeah,
You don't know that.
Exactly.
Like, could you possibly have been bigger? Sure. But to make it like oh, well, this would have made you way 2 times, 3 times, it's like, you don't know.
Yeah.
You literally don't know.
What do we got after this?
So I'm going to show you one exercise that if I do, so it's I have like a bit of a variable thing.
Okay.
If I do that thing over there where I go like this, what I will do is I will do a pure flexion movement.
Okay.
Because it is a little bit more across and not quite as up and down, then I'll do a pure flexion movement, which we'll actually do here. So. It's the Mario exercise. Because you know how Mario, whenever he jumps up, he goes like this? It's the Mario exercise.
I like the sound effect.
Oh, that'll be perfect. And then you gotta do the coin too. Ready?
Yeah.
For the Mario?
The Mario.
The Mario. All right. So all it is just pure shoulder flexion. Now, a lot of people will be like, oh, well, like, that's more front delt, that's more. First off, the upper pec has like pretty good leverage here. Second, I don't have any like straight up front delt movement in my entire program.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm completely okay with this being one or the other. Like, people be like, oh, well, this is more, I'm like, okay. Either way, I'm fine with hitting either of those muscle groups. So, might as well. Okay. Good.
So you got?
Yep. Just keep the arm in tight and pull up. There you go. Yep. Good. Up. Up. Good. Up. Good. That's it.
Nice.
Okay. Yep. Good. Yep. Pull. Good. Pull. And done. I didn't realize there's literally an attachment that's almost the exact same right there. Embarrassing.
Bro's a buffoon.
Wow.
Bro, that tried to guillotine you. Oh my.
Seriously.
Near-death experience at Alphaland. Oh, it's
Ripping.
that.
What'd you say?
Said you were gripping that.
Yep. I can't even deny it. Yep. Might need to lower the weight a little bit. I'm sorry.
Oh, come on. No, I got
wasn't.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow. No,
Just being honest here. So you actually, because your arms are a bit longer, you might need to.
yeah.
You might need to
Get that other
do a
one.
little bit differently. Good.
Yeah, that's way better.
Okay. Yeah. Good. 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 Yep. Good. The only issue I have with this exercise is sometimes it can pull you up.
Yeah.
And so it's like, I was just trying to give you a little bit of back support. If I had something that could support my back while doing this, man.
An echo attachment. Get like a pad that like
seriously.
comes down.
Whoa, did you just give me an idea? You just gave me an idea. Oh.
I get a percentage of whatever the sales are.
Oh yeah. No, definitely, definitely. I'll give you I'll give you 1/100th of my royalty.
Okay, that works.
You out of here? Take care. Yeah? Hey.
I'm
Nice meeting you.
with you guys.
Let's make it happen.
Y'all stay up still, man.
All right, I'm holding you, so you don't have to use your abs as much. Pull. Good. Pull. Nice.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far. Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, cause you can't.
You ever done a favorite classic before? Alright, so there's multiple different classics you can do. There's arm, which is just this, there's this, there's.
Well, let me try that.
So keep the arm a little bit tighter to the side. Put it. And that's go backing.
Sun shining through, it's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?
So if I were to ever compete, what class do you think that would be at?
I have to see your legs. Basically, it comes down to this. Do you have good legs? Yes. Then you're going to need classic or open. Do you not have good legs? No. Then it's the same.
My legs are really long, so they're not really filled out that much. And my calves are small.
So typically at that point, then it's equal to always better.
So do you think I could do classic or?
Yeah, I mean, they're very proportional.
What's up? It's like a week later. I'm back home and I didn't record an outro for that video, but I'm doing it now. So first off, I want to say thank you to Joel for mogging me and his wife. They're very hospitable. They're super nice. Let me eat a buffin muffin, taking me get sushi afterwards, bro. It was a surreal experience because I remember back in 2023, I actually met Joel at Alphaland and me and my buddies were just down there for summer shredding, really small. I think we're all like a year into lifting. We had no clue what we were doing, but we just really liked the fitness industry and we decided to go to summer shredding. 2 years later, I'm whining and dining with bro. It's just nuts how things can change. And I don't know, I'm very, very grateful. I've been really working hard with video editing and I've been working with a bunch of really cool influencers and it's just been like such a dope experience, bro. But after that trip, dude, I got some big things coming, man. I got some big things coming. If you want to follow me or my journey with all this stuff, you should like and subscribe because we're going crazy. And after spending some time with Mr. Joel, I have tapped in to the ultimate science-based lifting pill. I've taken the pill. I've taken the Yo Tox pill. I've taken the Iron Unk Trin Baby Elijah Mundy pill. No, but genuinely, I think I'm gonna make some crazy gains this year. My coach has got me on a upper lower split. We're starting a bulk though, or at least a main gaining kind of type of thing. I have a video coming out that's gonna be showing my split and how I plan to put on 10 pounds of muscle in a year. Somewhat joking, but I'm going to try. So yeah, man, like and subscribe. It was super fun. Again, thank you, Mr. Joel. Thank you, Mr. TNF. So